We have now had over 30 different seasons of Fortnite, starting back in Chapter 1 Season 1, and now today in Chapter 5 Season 3. We are almost in Chapter 5 Season 4, which looks like to be an entire Marvel season. But in this video, guys, we're going to be looking at the best combo from every season. This is going to be not only the most tryhard combo, but what I think is the most popular and just the best combo from that season. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what season is your favorite. But let's start off back in the very beginning during Chapter 1 Season 1, and we have to start off with the Skull Trooper and the Candy Axe. It is hard to find a combo that is more iconic than this. I mean, the Skull Trooper has just been one of the most famous and iconic Fortnite skins of all time. The purple Skull Trooper is just incredible. I love the design of this, but obviously you did have to buy this back during Chapter 1 Season 1, but you do still have the opportunity to buy all of the other Skull Trooper variants that are now in the game. I still really like this skin. I feel like it has dropped off a lot though, especially now in Chapter 5, since it has just been in Fortnite since the very beginning. There were a few other pickaxes that we could have paired with this, like the Reaper, the Icebreaker, and a few others, but I just feel like the Candy Axe is so iconic and still quite popular in Fortnite today that we just had to include these items together. Obviously, there are a lot of skins that we are forgetting by including the Skull Trooper. We obviously could have included the Renegade Raider as well, but I just really like the way this looks. But that takes us forward, though, guys, to Chapter 1 Season 2, and we are going with the Black Knight, and we are pairing this with the AC/DC pickaxe. The Black Knight was part of the first ever battle pass that we had in Fortnite. This is one of the cleanest looking skins we have ever seen, and I just feel like the AC/DC complements this skin really well. We've had so many other Knight skins added to the game since this skin as well, which just shows you guys the impact that this has had in the Fortnite community. We have had a lot of battle pass remakes of this as well, and we might even talk about some of them a little bit later on. There were definitely some other skins during Season 2 that were added that we could include in this video, like the Mogul Masters, and of course some of the other battle pass skins, but I just feel like the Black Knight has been one of the best of all time. Let's move on though to a season that most people started playing in, and this is Chapter 1 Season 3, and the best combo has to be the Reaper, and we are pairing this with the trusty number 2. If you guys do want to go extra with this combo, then you can actually use something like the Love Wings back bling on this as well, and I feel like this is actually considered the first ever tryhard combo that we had in Fortnite. So many people love this. This is one of the first skins that people really grinded for, and they were willing to spend money on the game, where in previous seasons maybe they didn't. I mean, I definitely did this as well. I grinded out this season so much. I completed the battle pass as quick as I could, and I didn't really want to spend money before Chapter 1 Season 3, so I feel like this was a turning point for cosmetics in Fortnite, and now we see so many people using them in the game today. I feel like this skin is actually still quite popular as well. We also see a lot of people using the Elite Agent, which is just incredible, and the trusty number 2 pickaxe was also added during that season as well, which makes this combo even better, and of course a lot more rare now in the game. If you guys didn't buy the battle pass in Chapter 1 Season 3, then you might have bought it in Chapter 1 Season 4, and the best combo was Omega, and we're pairing this with the Renegade Roller. It's really interesting looking at these early seasons of Fortnite, because all of the main combos that people ended up using were actually male skins, and now in Fortnite it never seems like the male skins gain any popularity at all. I really do like the Omega skin though. This was one of the first skins in the game that actually had unlockable styles as well. You could change this around a lot. You could add different extra armor and color layouts to it, which is something that we had never seen before, and it's probably why Fortnite adds so creative of skins today in the game, just because of these OG skins working so well. I unfortunately didn't unlock all of the color styles for Omega, so if you did, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And the Renegade Roller might be an interesting pickaxe, but I actually feel like this is kind of clean. I actually really like this pickaxe, and it doesn't get spoken about enough in Fortnite. But let's move on to Chapter 1 Season 5, guys. We're going with Wildcard, and we're pairing this with the Studded Axe. Again, this is another male combo. This was really popular during Chapter 1, and I feel like outside of just Chapter 1 Season 5, this actually stayed popular for quite a while. I love this skin a lot. It is really expensive though. It originally had 4 different edit styles, which was really cool. We actually did get another edit style, which was a lucky or a green edit style that was added during Chapter 4. This was really clean, but unfortunately I feel like a lot of people have stopped using this skin by now. The Studded Axe is incredible. I really like this pickaxe. It is one of the only pickaxes in Fortnite that people consider to have a competitive advantage because it is so quiet. Let's move on, guys, to Chapter 1, Season 6, and we are going with the Dark Bomber and the Guiding Glow. The Dark Bomber is one of the most iconic skins in the history of Fortnite. I really like the Dark Bomber a lot. I feel like it was one of the first skins that we saw that was part of a darker theme in Fortnite. They hadn't really introduced too many skins like this before, and this was really the starting of that rarity. I feel like a lot of people tended to use these darker skins now in the game, not just the Dark Bomber. This has dropped off a lot, and this is also the early stages of Fortnite experimenting with remixing of skins. We obviously had the Bright Bomber added in Chapter 1 Season 1, and the Dark Bomber is pretty much an exact copy with just a few small changes that really changed how this skin looked, and I feel like that was for the better. We have obviously seen this happening so many times since then. I feel like it is a really cool thing that Fortnite does, and I cannot wait to see what they do next. The Guiding Glow is probably one of the better pickaxes from this season, but there weren't too many other to choose from. We need to move on though to Chapter 1 Season 7, and this introduced one of the biggest meme combos of all time, which is Fish Stick, and we are pairing this with the Cold Snap. It is actually hard to put into words how iconic this skin actually is. Benji Fishy really made this popular and tryhard in Fortnite, and even though he has now quit and hasn't played Fortnite for a very long time, a lot of people still call this the Benji Fishy skin. I love it a lot. I think it is one of the most amazing Fortnite skins of all time. Obviously, there are some better ones that we probably will be talking about a little bit later on, but this is still worth mentioning in this video, and is probably my favorite combo from Chapter 1. The Cold Snap is also a really good pickaxe. It has gained a lot of popularity now in Fortnite, but there are definitely some better pickaxes in the game, and one of them was added in Chapter 1 Season 8, but we are going with Black Widow and pairing this with the Star Wand. Black Widow was one of the first ever Marvel skins that we had in Fortnite. No one really expected Fortnite to collaborate with Marvel. They had started to test out a few little collabs, but the Marvel collab that also introduced its own game mode was such a huge adjustment. I really love this a lot though. They did an amazing job with this, and the Black Widow actually became a very rare skin after this as well. We could have always included the Widow's Bite pickaxe for this, but I just feel like the Star Wand has been a little bit better in Fortnite now, and of course has been a lot more iconic. This is probably the most tryhard pickaxe we are ever going to see, but let's move on, guys, to Chapter 1 Season 9, and we have to include Focus and the Simple Sledge. There has definitely been a little bit of a shift around this time in Fortnite. A lot of the male skins dropped off a lot. We never really saw anyone using the male skins in the game anymore, but I feel like earlier on during Chapter 1, the male skins were the way to go. Focus was one of the cleanest looking skins. What is also really interesting about this is that this was very popular and tryhard among the controller players in Fortnite. We never really saw too many keyboard and mouse players using this when it first got added, and I feel like it has only really been over the last few seasons that a lot of keyboard and mouse players have started to use it, because this was always known as a controller only skin. I actually really like that a lot. The Simple Sledge is an underrated pickaxe though, but it was added this season, and I just feel like it works in so well with this skin. We then move on to the final season of Chapter 1, guys, and this is Chapter 1 Season X. For the best combo, we had to go with the Psycho Bandit and the All Woody pickaxe. The Psycho Bandit is incredible. I feel like this is a skin that everyone wishes they could have in Fortnite. I mean, it is just so iconic. I love the way it looks so much, and unfortunately we haven't seen this being added back to the store since. With the Borderlands movie coming out any day now, I feel like now would be the perfect time for Fortnite to reintroduce this skin to the game. This is actually part of the Borderlands collab, which was really cool, but you did have to buy a game in order to get it, so we don't know whether this will ever be added back. We obviously had the Old Woody added during this season as well. It probably isn't the best pickaxe we have ever seen, but I feel like it was quite cool and is definitely really underrated. But then we had the biggest update we had ever had in Fortnite, and this introduced Chapter 2 Season 1, and the best combo has to be Zadie, and we are pairing this with the Harley Hitter. Now, there were so many skins and pickaxes we could have chosen for this season. It is one of the longest seasons in the history of Fortnite, but I feel like they did a really good job with Zadie and the Harley Hitter. Zadie is just incredible. This skin was so tryhard. It never really got too much popularity in the more casual game modes, but I just feel like it was so popular in the competitive game modes. You do get 3 different styles for 1,200 V-Bucks, which is a really good price, and the Harley Hitter fits in with all of them absolutely perfectly. This would be one of the best collab pickaxes we have ever seen, and is still really popular in Fortnite today. But we then moved into one of the best seasons of all time, and this is Chapter 2 Season 2. This introduced one of my personal favorite combos, and this was Midas, and we are pairing this with the butterfly knives. Now, we probably don't see too many people pairing the butterfly knives with any skins in Fortnite today because this is a really underrated pickaxe. We didn't really get too many other amazing pickaxes during this season, but I feel like these actually suit in with the character of Midas. They look really clean and are some of the best pickaxes in the game. Midas has always been a really good skin. It was the tier 100 skin during that battle pass as well. So many people use this for all of chapter 2, all of chapter 3, and most of chapter 4. But now that we are in chapter 5, I feel like it has started to drop off quite a lot. That takes us forward, guys, to chapter 2 season 3, and for the best combo, we're going with the double agent bundle and the gold crow. Now, we are including an entire bundle for this combo, but that is because you could buy this for 2,500 V-Bucks. In this bundle, you actually got the double chaos agent, you had the double agent wildcard, and the double agent hush added to this, and for such a cheap price, it was so worth it. We also got the gold crow added to the game at the exact same time in its own pickaxe bundle, which I think was really clean, but these skins were all so good. Fortnite has obviously remade skins before, but I feel like they did a really good job with this bundle because they remade some of the more popular skins and skins that had been popular for a few weeks at a time, but never really kept their popularity and just made them even better. I still see some people using these skins in Fortnite today, which just shows you guys how good it actually was, but they quickly dropped off in popularity because we moved into chapter 2 season 4, which introduced the superhero skins and the bad joke pickaxe. This is my favorite combo from any season of Fortnite. I feel like the superhero skins have been some of the best we have ever seen. This is also the Marvel season of Fortnite as well, so we could have included some of those Marvel skins, but I just really like the superhero skins. They've obviously been some of the most popular ones as well, and we did actually get the bad joke in the last laugh bundle during that season for around $40. This pickaxe is so underrated though. I love the design of it. It makes a really funny sound, and I feel like if you are a tryhard player, then this actually might make you a little bit of a meme player as well, which is probably a good way to go. We then moved into one of the most hyped seasons of all time, and this was chapter 2 season 5, and for our combo, we're going with Marigold and the Leviathan axe. Following on from the Marvel season of Fortnite, we moved into a collab season, and I feel like Marigold and the Leviathan axe was one of the best combos from that season. Marigold was the female style of Midas, and looking back, considering how popular Midas was, this skin might have actually been a little bit underwhelming. Not that many people ended up buying it or using it during that season, but looking back, I feel like it has been the best skin from that season. I really do like it. I feel like the Leviathan axe was just a no-brainer. It is one of the most wanted pickaxes in the game today. It has been so good for such a long time, and it was also a really cool pickaxe because it had its own custom animation that we hadn't really seen before. We've only seen this in the item shop once though, which is kind of crazy, but we then moved into chapter 2 season 6, guys, and we have Lara Croft, and we are pairing this with Catwoman's grappling claw. Lara Croft has been one of the best battle pass skins of all time. A lot of people were either using Midas or Lara Croft during chapter 2, which was really funny to see. I think Lara Croft has been a little bit more popular for a lot longer now in Fortnite. It is still quite popular today in chapter 5 season 3, which is just insane, and people have really only largely used the default style of this. So I feel like if you are a fan of it, then it is worth using the other styles, which are the green PlayStation edit styles or even the golden edit style of this skin. Catwoman's grappling claw is probably the more underrated pickaxe from this. I feel like not too many people appreciate how good this actually is, but I do really like this a lot. That takes us forward though to chapter 2 season 7, and we are going with Incinerated Kuno, and we are pairing this with the Chop Chop. Chop Chop was added to the battle pass. This was a really cool pickaxe and is so underrated in Fortnite today, but Incinerated Kuno has been in the game for a while. This is added to the item shop and was one of the best lava skins we have seen in a while. I like it a lot. This is a remake of Kuno, but I feel like they took it to another level. I feel like this is so underrated in the game today, and if it did ever get added back to the game, then hopefully a lot of people can pick this up if they didn't buy it in the past. Let's move on to our next season, and this is chapter 2 season 8. This is the final season of chapter 2, and we're going with Core and pairing this with the Big Spoon. Core was part of that battle pass. I feel like this is such an underrated skin looking back. I mean, this is incredible. A few pros and streamers have actually started to use this today, which just makes it even better. I feel like if you are lucky enough to own it, then you definitely need to try this out in Fortnite today. It has so many different styles. I feel like that really made it as good as it is as well, but we didn't really get too many pickaxes during that season I feel like have stayed popular or were even even popular back during Chapter 2, but the big spoon was really funny. This actually came to the game with the Fabio Sparkle main skin, which was part of the Battle Pass, so you can actually pick up this entire combo for 950 V-Bucks. We do actually have a few different styles for this as well, which makes it even better. But again, I just feel like these items are some of the most underrated in the game, and this was the best combo added during that season. That takes us forward though to the first season of Chapter 3, guys, which was Chapter 3 Season 1, and our best combo has to be Spider-Man, and we're pairing this with LeBeau's bow. Now, we did actually get a few different styles of Spider-Man added during that season, so you guys can use any one that you want, but I feel like the Tom Holland Spider-Man is probably the best one. We also had the Battle Pass Spider-Man added, which was really clean. I loved that a lot, but all of these styles of Spider-Man have pretty much dropped off in Fortnite today. We don't really see too many people using them anymore, which is kind of disappointing. I feel like these have been some of the best Marvel skins we've seen in a really long time, so hopefully they can gain a little bit more popularity in the future. I feel like with a Marvel season just around the corner, we could actually see a lot of people starting to use these again, but our next combo from Chapter 3 Season 2 is another Marvel combo, and this is Moon Knight, and we're pairing this with Obi-Wan's blade. Moon Knight is actually one of my favorite skins we have ever seen. I really like this a lot. I feel like we have had a bunch of really good Marvel skins added to the game in the past, but Moon Knight is definitely one of the most underrated ones. The style for this is just incredible. The color styles are so unique and so different to every other Marvel skin that we have seen as well. I feel like we could have also included some Marvel pickaxes with Moon Knight, but for right now, I really like Obi-Wan's blade. This is a really small pickaxe, one of the smallest pickaxes we have in the game right now, so I feel like we just had to include these items together. Moving forward though, guys, to Chapter 3 Season 3, we have Eevee, and we are pairing this with the Storm Breaker. Eevee is an incredible skin. A lot of people actually thought this was going to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive skin when it first got leaked, and it was unlocked really early on, so I feel like that was a really good move by Epic Games. This is an incredible skin though. All of the edit styles look really good, so you do want to use a simplistic pickaxe for this, and that is why I feel like the Stormbreaker is quite good. I feel like it works in with a lot of different skins, not just Eevee, and it is going to work with a bunch of different styles as well, which just makes it even better. We then move on, guys, to the final season of Chapter 3, and this was Chapter 3 Season 4, and we're going with the Agency Renegades bundle and pairing this with the Scully Scepter. Again, we are pairing a bundle for this for the best combo. In this though, we ended up getting the Shady Zadie and Spy Catcher Siren, which were the two best skins, but unfortunately we also got a Cobalt skin in this, and no one has really been using that. We also got the highly anticipated remake of the Star Wand in this season, which was the Scully Scepter. I feel like Fortnite should have added this as an edit style for the Star Wand as opposed to its very own pickaxe, but regardless, this was really clean, and I do like the way this looks a lot. It is also 500 V-Bucks, so it is a little bit cheaper. We then moved into Chapter 4 Season 1, guys, and the best combo that we are going with is Hannah, and we are pairing this with the Vault Guardian. Hannah was a really cool skin. I feel like this is sort of underrated looking back, but I really like it a lot. We've had a lot of highly customizable skins in Fortnite, and this is a little bit different because it isn't as customizable, but just has a bunch of different styles. The Vault Guardian was a remake of the Crowbar and the Gold Crow that had already been in the game. They just made this even better, and I feel like this is one of the best pickaxes we have at the moment. You can pick this up in the item shop for around 500 V-Bucks, and it returns all the time as well. I feel like this is still a good combo in Fortnite, even though it was added during Chapter 4, so if you guys are waiting for this combo to return, hopefully it comes back sooner rather than later. We then moved into Chapter 4 Season 2, guys, and we had to go with Renzo the Destroyer, and we are pairing this with Leon's Combat Knife. Renzo the Destroyer is one of my all-time favorite Battle Pass skins. You can actually pick this up at Tier 1 of that season as well, which just made it even better. This has been highly slept on in Fortnite today though, because it isn't necessarily considered a tryhard skin, which is a little bit disappointing, but I still feel like this was really good looking back. The super edit styles just made this even better, and that is why you want to use a simplistic pickaxe with this, and that is what Leon's Combat Knife is exactly. It is one of the smallest pickaxes in the game. It is extremely underrated in the game right now as well, so I feel like this is just the perfect reason for you guys to buy this pickaxe. We then moved into Chapter 4 Season 3, guys, and we have to go with the Chaos Explorer and the Zirial pickaxe. The Chaos Explorer Explorer is a remake of the Chaos Agent that was added back during Chapter 2 Season 1. We've already talked about the double Chaos Agent that was added a few seasons later, but the Chaos Explorer might be the best one yet. I feel like the price tag of only 800 V-Bucks really improved how good this skin actually was, and the Zirial pickaxe probably isn't the best match for this, but I feel like it was the best pickaxe added during that season. We quickly moved into Chapter 4 Season 4 though, and this introduced Caper and the Slasher pickaxe to the game. Caper is a remake pretty much of the superhero skins. It has a lot of the same customizable features where you can actually change the colors around of the skin to a really unique design, and you can also add little stickers and emotes, which is something that you couldn't actually do with the superhero skins. So in some ways, these are pretty much the most highly customizable skins in the game. You do want to use a simplistic pickaxe, and that is why the Slasher was the perfect choice. It just made it even better that this was actually added with the Michael Myers skin as well, which I feel like was so underrated. I'm a huge fan of this though. I absolutely love the way this combo looks, and I cannot wait to see if you guys do end up using this again in the future. We then had a surprise season in Fortnite though, and this was Season OG. We actually went back to the Chapter 1 days. We had a remix battle pass as well, which was really cool, and the best combo has to be Renegade Lynx, and we are pairing this with War Woman's Mace. Renegade Lynx was a remake of the Renegade Radar and the Lynx skin. My favorite edit style though has to be the Blaze edit style. This was really cool, and I just feel like War Woman's Mace was the best pickaxe added during that season. This was actually part of the Invincible collab, which was really cool. There have been some other collabs in Fortnite that might just be a little bit better than this, but I feel like at the moment this is one of the most underrated pickaxes and also one of the most underrated collabs. This skin died off as soon as that season ended though, because we then quickly moved into Chapter 5 Season 1 guys, and the best combo was Summon Seeker Eevee and Wix Katana. Summon Seeker Eevee was a remake of Eevee, but just for the winter theme. I feel like this was really cool. They might have missed out on maybe one or two edit styles that would have made this a lot better. I feel like if it had all of the original color edit styles of Eevee, but just made a few different changes to it, then it would be a lot better. Wix Katana though is an amazing pickaxe. I really like this a lot, and it has been one of the best pickaxes that we saw during this season, so I'm really excited to pair these two together, and hopefully we do see some more people using it in the future as well. We quickly moved into Chapter 5 Season 2 though, and even though there were some amazing skins added to the Battle Pass, I feel like we have to go with Ascendant Midas, and we're pairing this with Yoda's Cane. Whenever Fortnite remakes Midas, I feel like they always hype it up a lot. They always put a lot of effort into these skins as well, and Ascendant Midas was no exception. This was done really well. I like this a lot. I love the way this skin looks. It was a little popular, but I feel like it dropped off quite quickly just because we have had so many other remakes of Midas, but there is no doubt that Yoda's Cane was the best pickaxe from that season. A lot of people are still using it today, and I do love it even more. But we move up to the current season of Fortnite guys, and this is Chapter 5 Season 3. The best combo has to be the Bright Raider, and we are pairing this with the Stop Sign. This is part of the Battle Pass. Again, this is a remake of the Bright Bomber and mixed in with the Renegade Raider. I really like it a lot. I feel like this has been so popular and so successful. The super edit styles just make this even better as well, and the Stop Sign is just one of the coolest pickaxes I have ever seen, and was added with the Lethal Company collab at the start of this season. It is really exciting though that we are moving into Chapter 5 Season 4, and it looks like we will be getting a full Marvel season, which just makes this even better. But there you guys go. That is my video talking about the best combos from every season in Fortnite. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you think of these, and I'll see you guys in the next video.